What's up, YouTube? Today we're going to be talking about doing the upgrade. The upgrade is going to be to the 6th Gen Camaro SS. Today's upgrade is going to be the brake system. The brakes actually we're going to be doing today is going to be the Power Stop Extreme Z26. We're going to actually do all 4 rotors and change out all the pads. So stick around and hit that like button and subscribe and check out the notifications because we're going to have a lot of things upcoming that I'm pretty sure you're going to be interested in.
"20 minutes later."
So the first thing we need to do is get it lifted up on the jack stands. So let's get started. But before we get started, let me introduce you to Blue. Blue is an Italian Mastiff. He's about probably a year and a half, 2 years old. So you'll be seeing a lot of Blue. So that's who you're seeing harassing me and hanging around the garage. So let's get started. Now that we have the car up on the jacks, let's take a look at what comes in the box. I've laid it out for this side. Actually what you get is you get your front rotors, your rear rotors, you get your rear pads, you get the actual hardware and the grease for that side, you get your front pads, and you get your hardware, and you get your front rotor. So the biggest thing on these, you want to make sure that your rotors are placed in the right position. They do label them, which says front driver side. You want to make sure that's correct because of the way they're cut. And you want to make sure rear driver side. So everything we're doing there is for the driver side. So we'll get ready to get started. So I'll break it down, set it up, and then we'll look at how to get it done. So the first thing we want to do is we want to remove the pins, the brake pins. They're located here and here. So we're going to tap out the brake pins, and on the back side we're going to release the 2 bolts on the back side that holds the actual caliper, and we're actually going to spread the brake pads apart to open up the calipers and get everything removed. So you want to take a punch and basically punch until you get your pin knocked through on the back side. Let's clear it out. Second one pulled out. Brake pad slide right out. And the next thing I want to do is actually remove the caliper. And for your caliper, what you want to do is you don't want it hanging on the brake line. So usually I'll take a bungee cord and actually just hook it to your brakes, so that way your caliper is not hanging on your cord. And then you have a Torx screw here, and you actually want to remove that, and that'll actually remove the rotor. then your rotor actually just slides right off. Okay, so we got everything off. So you want to make sure that your calipers are pushed all the way in. So if they're pushed in all the way, then you're good to go. If you don't have them pushed all the way in, then you can actually use it's called a spreader, and it actually opens up the calipers so that they're not in the way far as putting your brakes back in. So since I spread it before we actually took the brakes off, looked like they're pushed in far enough that I should be able to get everything in. So probably won't have to use this, but I'll put a link in the description for a tool like this or different types of brake caliper spreaders. So next thing we're gonna do is go in reverse order. So we're going first, make sure you got front driver side rotor, and we're gonna actually get it on. that's basically everything. So next you want to take you some brake cleaner, and you actually want to spray around your rotor, get off all your fingerprints, get everything cleaned up, and that way you make sure your brakes lock up good. Okay, that's it for the front. Simple, not many tools needed, just the proper tools, and everything is taken care of. So let's get on to the back. So on the rear, we have the same setup. We're gonna remove the 2 pins, and we're gonna remove the rear bolts that's holding on the caliper. Just a smaller set of brakes. On the rear, you won't be able to get an impact wrench in, so you're gonna actually have to do those by hand. Same here. You're gonna have your Torx bit, and you want to take that out, hang your caliper so it's not hanging from your brake. And that completes the removal. So here you have your parking brake. So you usually want to take some brake cleaner and just clean that up around there before putting your new ones back on. So let's get back to the installation. So the biggest thing on these, like I said, once again, you want to make sure this one says rear driver side. You just want to make sure that those are installed correctly. And actually line up where your torque bit is going to be. Once again, you want to make sure that your pistons for your caliper are pushed all the way in, so that way you can slide the brakes in more easier. So next thing you want to do is the same thing. Before I tighten that all the way down, I want to take my pins, hit them with some sandpaper, and actually grease and lube these up, and then actually put the brake pads in and then torque it down. Alright, so next thing we're going to do is get our pads put in and lined up. Get all safety hardware put in, and the pins that have been greased up, lined in. And that's it for your rear. So like I said, main thing you want to do is get that cleaned up with some brake cleaner and actually get those cleaned up. And other than that, pretty simple job, simple tools, and does not take long. So front and rear done on the passenger side, driver side, and then take a picture of the passenger side is actually done. So we'll walk around and make sure we got everything locked tight. So that's it. So the upgrade is complete. So the 4 rotors took us about an hour and a half. So one of the things about this, 2 of the things that you want to make sure is, 1, that the rotors are placed in the proper locations. They are labeled, so make sure you get those right because of where they're cut. And the second thing is your braking time. So on your package for the power stop, you're gonna have a braking time. It's gonna tell you how to break your brakes in to get them acclimated to the rotors, and that's very important. That's gonna eliminate squeaking and not any other kind of noises. So make sure you get those broke in properly. Have any questions, put them in the comments. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe, and hit the notifications for upcoming videos. Talk to you later. We're going to be talking about getting an upgrade for the Z28 Camaro. Down, blue. Down, stay, cut. Today we're going to be talking about doing an upgrade for the 2nd Gen 2016 Camaro. Today's upgrade.
It's a 6th gen. 6
Gen 2016 6th Gen.